Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am the Pixel Voyager, and today we are blasting off into episode 13 of our modded Terraria series, as soon as I get out of my basement here. That's right, got a new basement here. Had to get a lot more housing. You see a lot of new faces around the house. Everybody moving in, getting comfortable in their sort of dungeon-like abode down here. As prison-celly as possible for the moment. I'll dress that up a little bit. But had a lot of NPCs that needed to move in and had to get those guys all sorted out. So we added some housing here. If we run over here, I added some housing on top of our little hobbit hole for the Dryad. And I've got lots of people. I think I still have a little bit of spare housing. But did all of this off of camera. Yeah, I got 2 houses left unoccupied. Who knows if anybody will move in when morning hits. But I had to try to get people squeezed in just to see if anybody new showed up. So far, only one new NPC, and he is a biggie. Gregory, right here. He is a blacksmith, and he sells a few interesting things. A little steel armor. This is all pretty basic stuff that I'm not too interested in. Maybe some of the arrows. But I am looking at these 2 objects right here. A super anvil and an arcane armor fabricator. The arcane armor fabricator, I think, is going to allow me to craft with those petals that I've been collecting from the jungle. The super anvil, I have no idea, but it's super, so how could it not be good? We're going to try all of that out. So early on in this episode, I think I may see a nice little power spike. We're going to come down here, and I'm going to try and find room. So many different crafting stations kicking around. Things are getting a little tight. So I may have to just do my best and get things down where I can. I don't think I'm going to be using a whole lot more chests, so I think I'm just going to break out these platforms right here. And that should give me what I need. Oh, look, slime is falling from the sky. An auspicious start to Unlucky Episode 13. For the Unlucky Episode 13, I'm actually feeling pretty good about it. I think we're going to have a good time. Oh, okay. I'm stuck in an anvil. That's a bug. Let's... Oh, it falls? How do I even pick this thing up? I don't know if I can pick this thing up. I can move slowly 1 pixel at a time. This anvil is on top of me. What? I have no idea what's going on. I might have to log out and log back in? I don't know. Apparently this anvil does not do what I think it does. Do I have a hammer? Maybe I have to hammer it? No, that's just brick walls. I didn't equip it. I did drop it. Okay. We've got some major problems here. Hang on a second. Let me go try to solve this. Okay. We are back, and we are fixed. Super Anvil summons a rideable anvil. Can barely move, but is incredibly heavy. It's a... Okay. It's a mount. That is weird. That is wild. I can get on board with that. I'll play with that, sure. I'm guessing it will do some serious damage to anything that I land on top of. Luckily, I have some slimes around, so I can test that out. It does a little bit of damage. Petals, here they are. Okay. So I think I probably need some other ingredients. No, not for a lot of them. Petal shield, petal wand, bloomer's bell, kick petal. Nice pun. And not actually a whole lot. But I do get some life recovery out of some of this petal stuff, so I'm going to give some of it a shot. I'm not using... Well, actually, all of this is kind of new, isn't it? So I'm actually using a lot of it. But we're going to try that. We're going to try this petal bloom. I'm going to check out the crafting guide, or the crafting with the guide, to see if there's anything else. Maybe some armor, an upgrade there or something. But otherwise, once I get all of that sorted out, we have a couple of objectives today. I was looking at some of the recipes for potions while I was doing the building, and these glowing mushrooms actually have a recipe for... actually, I'll just show you. Hang on, I'll find it. Hang on, I'll find it. Decapodia Sprout, that's it. It summons Crabulon, which I'm guessing is a boss, and it only takes 25 glowing mushrooms, which is not a lot. I have 2 biomes that are currently open on the map here, so I can get to them fairly quickly. So Crabulon is a good option. If we pull up our boss checklist here, Crabulon shows up right here, right before the Goblin Army and the Eater of Worlds, which are 2 things that we have dealt with. So I think Crabulon is going to be a good option. I might look at the Acid Rain, but mostly I'm interested in the Hive Mind. I'm interested in the Queen Jellyfish too, but I have no idea where to find it. So the Hive Mind here, it may be a good target for us. Okay, well, I kind of told a little fib before I headed underground. I was gonna go straight to the mushroom biome, but figured it won't take too long to take out that not king slime. And in the meantime, I guess something interesting has come up, which I should address. We have a new NPC. I wondered if anybody else would show up in the morning, but I have a confused zombie. So we'll check him out. We'll take out King Slime real quickly here. Let's try this Petal Bloom. This one works. Oh, wow. Good range, pretty good speed. So, okay. Pretty similar to that Frozen Chakram that carried us through the first 4 or 5 episodes. But yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to take a little bit of damage, maybe not that much damage, and then I want to see how that life regen works. +2, +2, +2. Okay. So, not bad. I mean, it's something. It's a little bit slow. Is it a percentage, maybe? Because now I'm getting 3s. I don't know. But I should probably take this a little more seriously. Because I'm actually looking pretty low on the health. And, oh, there we go. Just got another new NPC, the Desert Acolyte. So, good news. Those NPCs are new and exciting, and maybe they'll have some interesting things for us. Bad news is that means I'm full up on housing again. So, getting pretty wild how many houses I need. But we'll deal with it. I'll throw some more up there. Right now, you can tell I'm just going with really basic stuff. Just trying to clear out what I can. Or just trying to squeeze in who I can. In a little while, probably right before we go into hard mode, I'll work on another building episode, and we'll maybe do a little bit of team building or something like that. I don't know. When Professor Nutty and I back underground, we are grabbing some glowing mushrooms, grabbing some glowing mushroom seeds, if possible. But nothing too fancy here. Just checking in just to verify with the audience that I am doing what I said I was going to do. I'm collecting these mushrooms. And yeah, this is a relatively small mushroom biome, so I'm just going to grab a couple here. Going to hop back over to that one we found in the Sunken Sea. And yeah, head back up, and I'll craft probably a couple of these Crabulon dealios. Hopefully Crabulon won't be too bad, but we'll have to just check him out. Here we are once again in the Sunken Sea, enjoying the beautiful sounds and enjoying the glowing mushrooms. I'm going to go ahead and grab what I can out of here. I don't technically need them anymore for the crafting. I have the summons. I have 2 of them. Might do a back-to-back here, or mostly just a safety in case I die. And we're going to go ahead and harvest this up. And that does include these giant ones. I do have to chop them down with an axe. But they do drop a good number of mushrooms for their size, but mostly they have that higher chance of dropping the mushroom grass seeds, which are pretty handy because they'll allow me to create my own mushroom biome up above the ground near the base, where it's a lot easier to collect and harvest. Because through the course of a run, I will need a lot of these mushrooms. Very handy for crafting, particularly an upgraded health potion, a few magic potions, I think. But just going to need a fair number. I'm going to probably take a few minutes to reshape this biome a little bit to make it a little easier to get around, because I imagine I'll need a little bit of flat space to be able to handle the boss here. So I'm going to just pick up some of the loose edges like this and build myself a tiny arena. Alright, tiny arena built. It is not ideal because this water, I was hoping I could bomb out enough and get the water level to drop. But because of the sunken sea, I don't think that's going to happen. I think that water's got about as far down as it's going to go. So I have this little pool here. I kind of want to cover it up, but I kind of don't want to cover it up because I do want this mushroom grass to spread. But in the middle of explaining my thought process there, I've realized I have mushroom grass seeds, so I don't really care if it grows or not. I can make it grow. So yeah, that's kind of the dual purpose here. If I give myself a nice wide flat area, it makes coming back here later and collecting all the glowing mushrooms a good bit easier. I'm going to buff up, and I'm going to summon Crabulon. Oh, right on top of me. And, okay, he's a big boy. This is a creepy looking dude. But turns out, yeah, he's going to be pretty easy, it seems. Unless he's got some other tricks. Yeah, sort of. I'm beginning to notice a bit of a theme with these bosses. They like to rain things down, add a lot of effects onto the screens. This is kind of almost kind of bullet helly. None of this is too crazy, so not very hellacious yet, but some of the later ones I bet are going to have a lot of dodging involved. What's he got for us? They drop heart pickups too, which actually is quite nice for dealing with this guy. Oh, just dash underneath, watch out for his jump attacks. Slam attacks also seem to be very popular. But yeah, no sweat. I say that, no sweat, but I am actually sitting at about half health. I should really probably not be trying to face tank this guy. I do get the best damage that way, but I also take the most damage that way. Whereas this seems to be doing quite well anyways. Yeah, he's easy enough to just dash underneath there. Oh no, getting stuck inside him is not good. This is why I crafted 2 of these. Alright, Crabulon has been defeated. We will check another one off of the checklist here. Very nice. And pretty quickly, pretty easily too, so good. What does that do? That doesn't tell me anything. Okay, deal with that later. We have treasure bag, and that is a myco root. Rogue damage, and fungal clump. Summons a fungal clump to fight for you. That's actually an accessory. Which is actually handy for me right now, because this poison immunity isn't going to do anything for me. Fungicide, shoots fungal rounds that split on death. 11 damage. It's the same as my Aqua Shard. Let's try it out. Oh, I have no ammo. I don't know what it uses as ammo. Okay, well. Fun stuff. Yeah, let's try him again. Got a few other weapons I can try to see if that works. He does land right on top of us, though. Oh, that heals me, too, it looks like. That's pretty good steady damage, but this is better. Well, apparently, if he decides he wants a lot of these little guys floating around, that can be quite problematic for us. This is getting quite dangerous. Alright, feeling better about it now. I don't know where he's going or what he's trying to do, but he's not endangering me at all, so I'm fine with that. What happened to my fungal guy? Oh, he's still hanging out. He's still hanging out. Yeah, I needed to clear off this ceiling, is what I needed to do. Lessons learned if I ever need to fight Crabulon again. Get quite enough dash distance to clear that all the way, do I? And I'm just getting on the wrong side of this guy. I'm gonna die. I am gonna die. Yep. Dropped 18 gold. Ugh. I can come down here and... They're stealing it all. No, I was gonna say I can come down there and grab some, but... Well... Oh well. Like I said, money wasn't too big of an issue anyways. I should have deposited all of my money before I went to go fight bosses who I knew nothing about. Okay, to move on. So now I have a decision to make, and it's going to be our next choice here. Do I want to go for the Acid Rain, or do I want to go for the Hive Mind? I'll have to do a little bit. Actually, let me check it out now. Spawn info. Use a jellyfish resonator. Only usable at the beach during the day. Seashells. I need some ocean bars. Yeah, I can probably make that happen. Let's do it. Okay, fun story. I have exactly enough materials to create one jellyfish resonator. So, we're going to get one shot at this. And I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know how the boss works, but we're going to give it a shot. Another boss fight coming up. I'm going to grab some platforms. I'm definitely going to build a little bit sturdier arena for this one. I'm probably going to grab another heart lantern or two and some campfires just to make this a little bit easier on myself. I've been kind of neglecting the fundamentals, just trying to spam bosses. I probably could have taken out that Crabulon last time if I had the regen, but I skipped it. I figured I'd be fine, but yeah, it's okay. So we're going to craft that up, and we'll head to the beach. It has to be during the day. It's about midnight now, so we're going to time this quite well. Ah, yes, back at our old nemesis, the ocean. It looks like this angler is now going to drown. Just an NPC. He offers fishing quests. He'll tell you to go catch a specific type of fish, and if you bring it back to him in that day, he will give you some loot for it. Does have some pretty good rewards, at least in the base game. Probably the same in modded. But fishing's not really my bag. I don't even think I've mentioned fishing yet. But it is an option. A good way to collect some extra loot without having to do a lot of caving and mining and things like that. But we're not going to worry about him. He'll get a house when he gets a house, and we'll deal with it. There he goes. He just drowned. Poor Ivan. But we have made it out. We are just basically going to take these platforms here, and we're going to run them all the way to the edge of the world. We're going to see if that gives us plenty of room to run. I'm going to add these campfires, these heart lanterns. They may or may not have enough range to cover this whole bridge. I think I'm just going to leave it at this this first layer here. I don't think I'm going to need a second layer to really jump around. Once I get to some of the end-game ocean stuff, I will probably need 3 or 4 of these little bridges. But this should get us going for the moment. So we're going to run out, and we're just going to drop our campfires. I think I may have to edit some of these. That's way too short. Yeah, okay, yeah, these campfires will definitely cover everything. Now it's just going to be a matter of figuring out where I can place the heart lanterns, because they won't sit there. They won't sit there. Yeah, they're going to need like a solid block to rest on. So what I'm going to do is break one of these and just put down one wood. Now I should be able to... Yeah, it does have to hang, but it'll hang in the water. That's fine. Gonna run back. I'm gonna see exactly how far this range extends. Just kind of eyeball it, and I'm gonna try to give it about even coverage. So actually, probably about here is good. Place that and place that. And what I can do to test it is just run in between the two and see if there's any drop in the little icon up here. So I want to see these two up the whole time I'm on this bridge. And it looks like we've got it covered. So this actually spaces out really well, really nicely for us. So now, it is about midday, which is a little bit later than I would have wanted to get started. But, oh, I forgot my potions. Oh, I forgot my potions. What do we think? Is it worth it? I don't think so. I've had some pretty rotten luck with some of these bosses, so now that the construction's done, I'm just going to take the extra time. I'm going to hop back to the house, brew up, and head back out. Finally back with you after a long night of just some basic grinding. Crafted some potions, realized I needed some ingredients, got inventory sorted, fought the Eye of Cthulhu a couple of times just for the cash money. We are back at the beach, and we're going to pretty much get right into it. I'm going to do one thing real quick. Oh, actually, I'm not carrying any money. I thought I might have been carrying some money. So, nothing too fancy to do here other than buff up and summon a boss. Let's see what happens. Already summoning some other things. Some little pink jellyfish coming at me. I'm going to run with this melee weapon here, this trident, Amidas's trident. It does quick, reliable damage over time. I don't have to get too close, but I'm still getting the bonuses from my melee set here. If I can get close enough to actually poke things with the trident itself, I bet it'll do some extra damage, but I'm not looking to risk it if I don't have to. But yeah, Queen Jellyfish here is pretty straightforward so far. Looks like I will probably get another NPC after beating it. I only say that because if we look inside of its body, you can see what looks to be a little diver, guy in a diving suit. So, yeah. New NPC means new houses once again. Always the need for new houses, it would seem. So I've got my fungus buddy over there. He's doing some good work for me. I'm going to take a moment just to handle some of these guys. I don't know what that was. I just got tossed up in the air by a bubble. We're going to go ahead and heal. We're just going to try a couple other weapons against lots of the little ads like that. I think the shotgun may actually be good because it breaks off into all these little shards when I hit stuff. Where's the boss gone? The boss is still way over here. Oh, we've hit a phase 2. Now we have some reaching tendrils to worry about. Let's see if I can fake him out. Indeed I can. What a move. The jukes. Otherwise, yeah, he's still been pretty simple. Lucky I have these Hermes boots. Didn't try to do this too soon. We got some drops over here, it looks like. Or maybe they're just throwing fish and those are just particle effects. I don't know. We'll check it out later. But what, about 1,200 health now? Nothing too crazy. I think we'll be done here pretty quickly. This has been pretty straightforward. What is going on? My hotbar keeps moving around and doing crazy things. I don't know what that's about, but it's no big deal. When I stop shooting, I will just check it out. Let's try this pedal wand. Not that I need the regen. I've stayed pretty much topped up this whole fight, which is good. After Crabulon, I was, yes, I wouldn't say concerned. Oh, I'm out of MP now. But yeah, this is the difference preparation makes. Having this big arena is obviously the greatest thing. Okay. Someone just fell out of the aquatic abomination. It was a diver. The aquatic depths bubble beneath the ocean surface. I don't know what that means either, but it looks like that is some progress. Air tank. Breath replenished if it reaches critical level. Alright, cool. He sells some stuff, sells some coral. I do need those. More fishing, a crab, another mount, and a diver suit. So I'm guessing that probably extends the amount of time I can breathe underwater. But these two things are very good. Good potion crafting from this. And I do need this to craft some ocean bars, which looks like it may have some things for us. But yeah, alright, that's feeling good. What I want to do, I'm going to do one quick test before we head back to the house. I'm going to hop right down here. And see if I'm taking the choking aura. I am. So that did not solve the choking aura problem, but it did seem to slow it down a little bit. presence most foul pollutes and poisons all air nearby. So I'll have to grab my ocean crest. Ooh, pink jellyfish. If these drop that jelly I was looking for, then this trip will have been worth it even outside of the boss fight. Sea scales, also something I need for the ocean bar, so I'll take those. Life jelly. Yes, that is the red. So now I have mana, life, and vital jelly. And I think I'm going to wrap this episode up by crafting a cool new accessory. Yeah, I'm not jumping down in there. Nope. Nope. Still too many bad memories, so back to the house. So I know exactly where I keep all of these things stored, because I just finished sorting the inventory. So we are going to take those two. I have the life jelly. These 3 jellies will combine into... what's it called? Well, apparently nothing right now. I'll have to check it out. It may require a different crafting station. But, okay, that's not a big deal. That I can worry about later. We want to open up this treasure bag and see what it has for us. So let's clear out some inventory space. Not as much as I would have liked. Trash that. Trash that. Okay, that should give me enough room. Alright, we got Queen's Glow Stick. An endless amount of... okay, that's cool. That's actually going to be really nice. I like that. The Jelly Pond Wand is 23 magic damage. Alright. We'll see what that does. And then some pink gel and a Sea Breeze Pendant. Has the ability to swim. Increases damage by 10% when you're wet. So that's pretty cool. That'll combine well with that ocean pendant we were wearing earlier. So a lot of good utility out of this. This boss fight has been worth it. Gotten good value. Alright, so let's check out this magic wand real quick. Jelly Pond Wand. Huh. That's fun. I don't know how practical it'll be against like bosses, things like that, but if I catch some stationary stuff, then it's pretty easy. Throws out a little ball. The jellyfish spawn a little ways underneath the ball. Is that a material? It is not, so that just is what it is. Looks like most of these are just going to be what they are. Let's check this out too. And then they just linger around. Cool. Yeah, that alleviates the need for torches. It alleviates the need for glow sticks underwater. Really, really good stuff. Let me check, see if anybody's selling this new boss summon. Because that could be delightfully farmable. Nobody's given the exclamation mark. If I had to guess, he would. But no luck there either. Okay. Cool. Alright. So, pretty good episode. Couple good boss fights. 2 out of 3 successful. That ain't bad. We'll take it. But that's going to wrap it up for episode 13. And yeah, well, next time I think we'll be looking at doing the Acid Rain and getting on with the Hive Mind. The Hive Mind should be pretty wild, pretty cool. But feeling better about it all the time with new gear coming at us pretty quick, pretty fast at this point. So, appreciate everybody tuning in. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. It's not your first time on YouTube. Appreciate everybody. Have a good day. I need to stop recording.